I am Dr. Charles Apoki, and I'm in this hotel in Yenegoa in Bayelsa State. I came to speak to the Church of God Mission Men on entrepreneurship business seminar. And this is the second day after I took my COVID-19 vaccine. And I promised you I'm your experimental guinea pig that will be reporting to you every day how I am feeling after taking the vaccine. I believe that reasonable people should experiment and see the consequences of an action and stop commenting out of fear and mostly out of ignorance. Dare to think for yourself. I found out that most church people don't think for themselves. That's why they shout amen to everything a man of God tells them to say. That's why they shout amen to everything motivational speakers like us say. They don't even cross-check whether the person is living the life that he is telling them that they should live. Let me tell you one thing. I've always thought for myself. When I said I was going to be a doctor, I was in the slum in Okere. None of my mates thought about becoming a medical doctor. In fact, I was the first medical doctor amongst my friends in the slum. Number two, when I decided to get married, none of my mates had decided to get married. I married before most of my mates. When I decided to leave medical practice, none of my mates dared think about it. And I left medical practice at the age of 40. When I opened my own practice, very few of my mates had dared to open practice. So I think for myself. When I was coming to Ughelli, people said what was I going to do in Ughelli? I think for myself. This life is my own, and I will bear the consequences. When I was buying where the school is now, people said that the man I was going to buy from was a trickster and that. They were so afraid. But I went ahead and bought properties from him worth several millions now. Several millions. I bought them cheap then, but they are worth several millions then. And when I was building the place, people would tell me, this is not water, this is not pond and all that. But I've turned it to land. When I was buying land at Fronto, people were saying, bush, who will come here? Fronto is developing. I reason for myself. I don't rent my brain to people. I reason after proper analysis. COVID-19 is one of the challenges that will stay with us for some time because a lot of people are taking it very casually. But let me tell you what is going to happen. You cannot travel outside Nigeria if you don't have that green card for COVID-19 vaccine. And I travel a lot. And so I travel a lot. When COVID started, I was in Cameroon. And God helped me. I came back safely. And I'm going to travel a lot this year. I'm a global citizen. And I don't want to be trapped in Ughelli because I have not done COVID-19 immunization. What is going to happen? What I went to do easily now, by the time the elite, why do you wonder that Buhari and the rest of people are taking it? The rich are going for it. It is because they know that they will need it to travel. They know that they will need an immunity to be able to interact with the general public. I am thinking far ahead. Listen, on the 23rd, I'm going to take the second dose, and nothing is going to happen to me. So I'm reporting to you that I'm very healthy. I didn't have any headache. I didn't have any fever. I didn't feel anything. And I'm still going to preach by 11 this morning. And I will drive back to Ughelli by myself. So I have listened to a lot of medical doctors from the United States. My son has taken the vaccine in Germany. He's a medical doctor. And I respect your fears, also respect my rights to take risks. I've always taken risks throughout my life. And that's why I am where I am. I foresee a situation in the near future where people will be rushing to go and take the vaccine and it will not be available. Then I'll be very relaxed. I think for myself, I'm not controlled by a pastor or a church or one thing. But let me quickly say this. Those who are asking whether am I not a pastor, whether Jesus is not enough for me. The nation of Israel, where the Jesus you worship comes from, has immunized a greater percentage of their citizens more than any other nation. You, who is an African, whose father worshipped idol, you think you know more than the Jews? You think you know more than the Israelis? Ironically, religion suspends people's thinking. Some of those Jews who refused to take vaccines died more in Israel. And I'm a very wise man. I see far ahead of the crowd. I'm not a crowd person. I don't reason with people. And that's why I'm unique. And that's why God has blessed me. I'm alive and I'm well. Nothing's going to happen to me. And I'll see you at the end of this year when you'll be struggling for the vaccine to get it if you must travel outside this country. For those of us who travel a lot, who mix with people, it's an opportunity for us to get some level of immunity. The choice is yours. God bless you. I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki.